Good morning, Carbon Nation 2.0, and welcome to the amended version of the Scout release today. The great thing for Court and I is we get paid appearance fees whether we go full length or not. So Court and I are just making a lot more money here with that false start. But anyway, welcome to the program today. And like we mentioned earlier, it's been a really great time to work for Christensen Arms because we're always working on something new and great for us to present to the public. And as sales guys, it gives you something new and fresh and never talked about before, a brand new SKU that you can offer to your dealers. So what a great concept this little Scout rifle is, Court. Talk about a little bit about the background that brought this rifle to being a reality for us.
So as you know, the Scout rifle is not a new idea, but it is something that we've wanted to do here at Christensen Arms for a number of years. Introduce something that's a little more compact. This is based on the Ridgeline extension, so very familiar with all the product features. But essentially, we wanted to bring a compact Ridgeline into the market that customers could use in more compact areas, tree stands, hunting out of ATVs, vehicles where they're not trying to swing a long barrel to get out and get on target. Wanted something that would be compact enough that would be, friendly for suppression, great barrel length for running a suppressor, hog hunting, tree stands, all those type of activities.
At the factory, and you guys know this as you go into dealers, at the factory we get phone calls all the time for a barrel length shorter than the standard 24, 26 inch barrels. And those requests for a shorter barrel have increased over the last couple of years a lot for a lot of the reasons that Court talked about. So definitely a place for this rifle. The marketplace is ready for it. There are other Scout length rifles on the market and they've done well. And all we've done is take the very best parts of a Ridgeline rifle and shrunk it down and turned it into our Scout rifle. So I look for it to do very well. It's a well thought out little rifle. So as we talk about the actual recoil pad to flash hider of the rifle, same tier 2 stock as our Ridgelines and Mesas. Not a lot has changed with that, but a few things that have changed, Court, we're nitriding the action, so it's been hardened and blackened. We're going to feed it from a box magazine. It's going to have the tactical extended mag release lever on it. We're going to put a tactical bolt knob on it. The magazines, what rounds are we going to ship with that magazine?
So we're going to ship it with two different magazines. The 6.5 Creedmoor and 308 will have our Christensen Arms 10-round magazine. The 223 and 300 Blackout will both ship with the MDT 10-round magazine. So as far as look on the shelf, they're both going to have the extended 10-round magazine. Jeff went through some of the other features here. One thing that you will note here is it does have the same flat shoe trigger as the MPR. So it's kind of more of a tactical looking variant of the MPR. Another cool feature that we're talking about here, we're including a rail on it, some value add for the consumer. And then we're also including this forward mount rail here. And you'll notice this is the same rail that we currently ship on the MPP. So it does have the barricade mount on here.
Yep.
From shooting from your tree stand or barricades or whatever you're doing with that. So that's a nice little feature. And then it will include the 3-prong flash hider. Since it is a shorter barrel, we wanted to include something that would, be useful and not blow the shooter's hearing out with the percussions coming back from a break. So that's
especially on a shorter barrel.
On a shorter barrel,
it tends to be a little more of an issue. And as far as the one-piece optic rail, it's our one-piece optic rail with the cleats that nestle down in the opening in the receiver. And you're going to get asked, well, what rail is it going to ship with? Typically, the intended purpose of this rifle is not going to be 500 to 1,000 yards. So it will ship with a 0 MOA rail on it. It'll ship with a flat rail. I like the polymer magazines. Those are popular. Mm-hmm. Most of our guys that shoot our guns would prefer a poly mag to a steel magazine. So I think that's a selling point as well.
And then we have these available on the website too. So guys can get, 2 or 3 mags to have, when they're out in the field.
Yep. So let's talk about calibers. We're going to do 300 Blackout and 223 Rim. Mm-hmm. The one thing about muzzle threads and the suppressor host for this rifle, as you talk to your customers and dealers, the 223 version will have 1/2 by 28 muzzle threads. Everything else will have the 5/8 24.
Yep,
so that's the one exception. You need to make them aware of that. If they have the 223 Wind or 223 Wild version of this rifle, they need to make sure that the muzzle threads are 1/2 28.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty standard with most suppressor companies. They'll make all your 30 cal and larger 5/8 24, and then the 22 caliber will be half 28. So that should prevent people from putting a big round through a small hole.
Yeah. So 300 Blackout, 223, 6.5 Creedmoor, and 308. By far the 4 most popular calibers in a format like this, by far. So I don't know. Do you think we'd ever consider calibers other than that down the road? They're going to get asked that.
Yeah, we might. We've already looked into a few others as well that might, be a future release. As of right now, this is just a short action rifle. It'll likely stay a short action just for the intended purpose of the Scout rifle, but there will likely be, or there's a possibility of other calibers down the road.
For now, those are the 4 calibers that we're going to announce. Overall length of the rifle. That's one of the things as we discussed bringing this rifle out. They wanted to know how long will the rifle be, and we ended up at 37.5, right? And as far as weight goes, it's not quite as light as the Ranger 22, but it's going to be a very, very lightweight firearm option for us. It looks like right now, Court, correct me if I'm wrong, about 5'8", 5'9", 5 pounds 8.
Yeah, so that's the 30 caliber ones. They're coming in around just under 6. The the smaller bore, you'll get a little more barrel weight in there, might be a little heavier, so you might be around 6. So 5.8 to 6ish, I think would be kind of your
Still
range.
in the market though, that's a lightweight Scout rifle.
It's a light
going to
rifle.
be a very lightweight option for everybody. So only one color option right now. We're only going to release it with the tan and black webbing stock. So let's talk about accuracy guarantee, because they'll be asked about that. As far as our lifetime warranty goes on the rifle, everything's the same with this little Scout rifle as our conventional long barreled bolt action rifles, except for the accuracy guarantee on 300 AAC or 300 Blackout. We're going to offer sub-MOA accuracy guarantee on this rifle with the exception of 300 Blackout. And realistically, if you're under 100 yards, you probably should see a minute out of 300 AAC too.
You should, yeah. But we just do that just because there's so many variations on,
Ammunition. Absolutely.
So supersonic, subsonic, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. So in my opinion, great little package. If I was a sales guy, I would love to walk into a dealer and say, hey, this is what's new. In a lot of demographic areas, this is really going to resonate. It's not going to be real popular in Alaska for sheep guys, but boy, for a lot of middle America, this is really going to hit a mark.
And if we talk about the retail price, this is $100 more than your standard Ridgeline. And as we're explaining that to our dealers and our customers, the reason we had to upcharge that, we included some extra value in for the customer, the rail, the forward mount rail, and then of course the drop box magazine. That's where some of the extra costs come in that $100 increase helps cover.
We could even mention the fact that it has a tactical bolt knob as an upgrade too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and actually the flat shoot trigger is also
that's right.
A feature that is
considered an upgrade. You bet it is. Yep. And a lot of customers really like that flat trigger. When they shoot it in the MPR, we get a lot of feedback that it's a little bit different, but they like it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a popular addition to this little gun.
And as far as the weight goes on the trigger, the shoe's different. It is still the same trigger that would be like in the MPR, for example. So it ships with around 3.5 pounds trigger pull. So very nice lightweight trigger.
So the Scout rifle, we're excited about it. We look for a lot of great things out of this little rifle. In the opinion of our company, we feel like it's going to meet the needs of a lot of shooters out there. And I believe if we properly present this rifle to our customers and dealers, it'll be very, very well received.
So it sounds like the plan is to announce this to dealers around noon on Thursday Mountain Time.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
To dealers.
To dealers. So the consumer launch will be the following week. We're going to give dealers kind of a head start. We're going to release the SKUs, UPCs, spec sheets, some pictures so they can kind of see what the product is. And then of course you guys will be out giving them the real spiel.
So 8 o'clock Thursday night, 8 o'clock the 19th. Is that Thursday? On 8 o'clock on the 19th,
That's Monday.
That's Monday. Oh,
launch,
okay.
Yeah.
We're going to launch a video announcing the rifle to the consumers.
Or
Tuesday, whatever. And then on the 20th, we're going to follow it up officially at the company. Our customer service guys will be able to field questions about the rifle and start to take care of information that way. Another question you guys are probably going to get asked as you go to dealers and offer this rifle, is this rifle available on the dealer rewards program? The answer to that is yes, it is. It will be immediately available for associates, for gun sales guys to qualify for the rifle.
And that's both for redemption and for earning points.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you'll also get asked, when will these start shipping? We've confirmed with production that we'll be shipping this month. So as soon after we launch, we'll start shipping these, and we plan on shipping about 500 during the month of October. So there will be plenty of these available to get out to dealers and start to get in stock.
And it's our goal at the company not to have the production of legacy firearms suffer. We feel like we've got the mechanisms in place to be able to ship this rifle in numbers without sacrificing or making longer the lead times that already exist on our other guns. And so that's the goal of the company. And you may get some concern out there in the field. That's our goal. That's our position. So the Scout rifle, just one more exciting thing in the legacy of firearms. It's a really unique fit in our lineup. It just seems like we keep offering more and more in a broader spectrum, and we're going to appeal to more and more shooters as a result of that. So I think even Jeff's going to end up with one of these at some point. Core Christmas is coming.
That's right. That's cool.
And
Cool
tan with black is my color. So 6.5 Creedmoor too, by the way.
Okay,
We'll start there.
Probably do that.
So we're going to offer questions. If you guys have any questions at all, if you want to push them up to us as we wrap up here, we'll be glad to answer them for you. If you've got some questions that your supervisors can answer, or even just email us at the factory, and we'll be glad to get those questions answered for you.
Or if they're personal questions about you, you can send them direct to your personal email.
To my agent.
So we don't have to talk about them.
To my agent.
Exactly.
Send them to my agent, yeah. So anyway, we're really excited about this, you guys. We hope you are too. It's going to be a great little product to take out there and offer, and it's going to fill the need of a lot of shooters. So if there are no questions, are we okay to wrap up?
All right.
Kyle, nice haircut, brother. You're looking good. Tanya, why don't you ever smile? Can they even hear us, do you think?
Probably froze.
All right. We look forward to a lot more success, everybody. Go get them. Sell them.
Thanks, guys.